Hello again. I was asked recently how I do the custom paint on my Casio watches. So instead of using this genuine Casio DW291H, I thought it would be quite interesting to do a custom paint job on this SKMEI 2126. So we simply just take the 4 screws off the front bezel and then the 4 screws off the back plate. And then we can take the module from the inside, which just levers out quite easily, and then you'll be able to get access to the internal faceplate, which I've already done here. As you can see, it's just the case and the strap, and there's the front bezel which holds on with those 4 screws, and then that's the back plate. So, and there's the module that I removed earlier. So I've already put undercoat on these two, so that's the front bezel and the internal faceplate. So now we can take them outside and put the colourful top coat on, which in this case I'm going to use a nice strong tangerine orange. And the trick here is to just do very light coats, just a couple of squirts in each direction, and then move it along a bit so it doesn't get stuck to the paper. Let it dry, and there's the bezel. So those are all the parts we need to put it back together. The idea was using the SKMEI was because it's only £4.65 from AliExpress. If it all goes horribly wrong, you haven't really wasted too much money, whereas the Casio is well, just slightly over £30. So it does make sense to, at least in the first few goes, is to try using the SKMEI. Okay, so this should just drop straight back in again, so it's just a reversal of taking it apart. So just gently put that back in, and then take the module, and that just slots in. Sometimes it needs to go in at a slight angle, but other times it's like this one, it's just that little bit tighter, so you've got to put it actually straight and then just ease it in. And if it does catch on the metal tabs and where the pushes come out, just get a little fine point, which can be a screwdriver or this spring bar tool, and just ease them past the pusher prongs so they don't catch on there, and then the module should just go straight in, and there you are. So then the next step is to put the back plate case back on. So there it is, and put the sealing ring back into the groove carefully. You want to spend a little time just making sure that's properly into the groove so that it's maintains any kind of water resistance. And then just simply put the case back on. Make sure it's up the right way, which, yep, the other way. Just moved a bit, so just straighten it up again on the sealing ring. And this particular strap, it's got little tabs on it, so you can just bend them back, and it quite conveniently holds the case back in place even without the screws. And then the same thing with the bezel, you can just slot it on to see how it looks, and if you like the look of it, then you can just put the 4 screws back on. So it's it's a pretty simple way of customizing your watch, giving it a very different look. So I'll just show putting in one of the screws. You want to be quite careful, especially if the paint's still very soft, that you don't slip and scrape your paintwork. I mean, it would make more sense to wait a day or so before doing it. And this is how it looks outside, catching the sunlight. Yeah, I think it's quite eye-catching. Quite like the different look you can get without spending much money at all, really. The paint probably can actually take could even be about a week before it's fully dry, so you want to sort of bear that in mind. And here's some other ones I made earlier. You can go from the base orange colour, and then if you want to put a pattern on there using masking tape, I show that in some of my previous videos if you want to see how, the actual details of how to make the patterns. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.